everybody, Nathan here with Sampson Farms, and welcome back to the channel. It's kind of a little rainy outside today, but I still have a small project that we can all do together. And this is going to be the introduction to my Garden Where You Live series. I hope to show some different tips and tricks on helping you garden and grow your own food no matter what your housing situation is, to an extent. Not everyone owns their own home or is able to till a garden or any of that, but you can still grow in buckets and you can still grow in pots. Even people in apartments, if you have a balcony outside that gets pretty decent sun, or you have a spot outside that is designated as yours, you can still put some pots outside and grow some of your own food. So, welcome to the series. I hope you enjoy it. Now let's get started. I was out planting some onions today in the one of the raised beds in the front of the house that we'll go over later for those who can raised bed garden. And in packs of onion starch, you get these little wispy dudes and stuff like this, but I don't want to let them go to waste, and I can kind of show y'all some tips and tricks. Well, not so much tips and tricks, but I can show you a way to garden them in a small area. Even if you get 3 or 4 onions, it's 3 or 4 onions you didn't have to buy. Alright, let's get started. Alright, here we go. I got some of these reclaimed pots from a neighbor. Got my trusty garden dibble. And then I've got all these little wispy onions. Now, you're supposed to plant these about 1 inch deep, about 4 inches apart. But since this is a pot, and it's not going to be that much room, what you can do is plant them about 1 inch deep. Now this is has dirt in it and then potting soil on top of it. And then what you can do as they grow, you can thin them out as you go. And you can still use the greens, cook them up, put them in some eggs, anything like that. Anything you put onions in, you can use onion greens for. But what you get to once you're done, you might have 3 decent sized bulbs in here, is what you should have when you're about done with it. But I figured this would be a good experiment to do with everyone. That way all these little starts and everything just aren't wasted. And I'm going to put these on my front porch and grow them there and bring y'all along to see the adventures with them. It's easy as that, guys. Nothing to it. Like I said, the green shoots, we'll eat those once they get to a pretty good size. Even then, we'll pull them and eat them as just, green onions. A lot of things you can do with these instead of just letting them go to waste or in the compost. There we go. There you go, guys. Well, that one was not that great, but onions. not going to waste. Got a few other things to show y'all too, so give me 1 second. Look what I hatched out this morning. A couple of little Rhode Island red chicks. We still got a couple in the incubator who are drying off from their fluffiness. But yeah, it is spring. It is that time of year. Start our chickens off for the year. Have a big old time. Anyway, everyone, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the series and you stick with me through the whole gardening season. And we'll keep checking on these onions and the other things that we have planted out and about, on all the different containers and all the raised beds and even the traditional garden methods that we're going to cover this year. As always, I hope you enjoyed this episode. God bless. See you next time.